Since Apple released the macOS Tahoe Beta, one change in particular has created problems for Hackintosh users: the removal of AppleHDA.kext. This kernel extension has long been responsible for handling audio on non-Apple hardware, and its absence in Tahoe breaks audio entirely on many systems, including my ThinkPad T480. The symptom is straightforward. A system that runs audio without issue on macOS Sequoia will boot into Tahoe and show grayed-out volume sliders with no audio output available. No devices appear as selectable, and standard troubleshooting through system settings yields nothing. The driver simply is not there. The fix involves replacing that missing audio driver with VoodooHDA, an open-source audio kernel extension that has been used in the community for years. A patcher script developed by Hackintosh from Hackintosh and beyond automates much of that process and makes it compatible with Tahoe's security requirements. This guide walks through each step of that process. Start by downloading the zipped archive from the link provided in the description. This archive contains everything needed, including the patcher script and the VoodooHDA package file. Once the download is complete, move the folder to your desktop. Keeping it there makes it easier to locate during installation and avoids any permission issues that can sometimes occur when running scripts from other directories. Double-click the archive to extract its contents. Open the resulting folder and locate the application called Hackintosh and beyond. Run it by double-clicking, but you will encounter this error: system software was blocked from loading this app. All you need to do is allow it on the system settings and navigate to privacy and security that is down below of that page. Put your password when prompted. After that, this will open a terminal window and begin preparing your system environment, checking dependencies and configuring the necessary conditions for the installation to proceed correctly. Allow the process to finish without interruption. Once it completes, close the terminal window. With the environment prepared, the next step is installing the audio driver itself. Inside the extracted folder, locate the file named VoodooHDA.pkg. Double-click it to launch the macOS installer. Follow the on-screen instructions through each stage of the installation. At a certain point, the installer will request your administrator password. This is required because the installation places kernel extensions into protected system directories. Enter your password and allow the process to continue. When the installer reports that it has finished, close the window. The driver files are now on your system, but they are not yet active. This is the step where most issues occur if skipped or done out of order. macOS Tahoe enforces strict controls over third-party kernel extensions, and VoodooHDA will not load without explicit user approval. Open System Settings and navigate to Privacy and Security. Before doing anything else, scroll down to the FileVault section and confirm that FileVault is turned off. This is not optional. When FileVault is enabled, the system encrypts the volume in a way that prevents unsigned or third-party kernel extensions from being patched correctly at boot. Once you've confirmed FileVault is off, look at the section directly above it. After installing a blocked extension, macOS places a notification stating that system software was blocked from loading. You should see a message referencing VoodooHDA. Click Allow next to it. The system will then prompt you to restart your computer. Do so immediately. The extensions load during the boot process, so the restart is necessary before anything can be verified. After the system reboots, the first thing to check is whether the driver loaded successfully. Open System Settings and scroll to the bottom of the left sidebar. If the installation completed correctly, a new entry labeled VoodooHDA will appear there as a preference pane. Click on it to open it. It will prompt you with an error. All you need to do is allow it again in Privacy and Security. Scroll down the page until you see the Allow button. Put your password when prompted, and the VoodooHDA preference pane will now load. At the top of that pane, the current driver status is displayed. If it reads Loaded, the kernel extension is active. If it does not read Loaded, the extension did not initialize correctly, which typically points to a missed step in the security approval process or a FileVault conflict. Assuming the status reads Loaded, move on to Audio Output selection. Within the VoodooHDA settings panel, drop-down menus allow you to assign specific input and output devices. On most ThinkPad T480 configurations, the default selections will correspond to the correct hardware. For final confirmation, open the Control Center from the macOS menu bar and locate the Sound section. The volume slider, which previously appeared grayed out, should now be blue and fully adjustable. At that point, audio is fully restored on macOS Tahoe. This solution was made possible by the script created by Hackintosh from Hackintosh and beyond. If this fixed your Tahoe audio issues, consider subscribing for more technical Hackintosh updates. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.